everyone. My name is Rhonda Pearson. We do a lot of shows here at Q2, and I have fun everywhere, but I have the most fun in the kitchen. And we've got a great fun hour in the next hour. You sit back, relax, pick up the phone, give us a call. We've got a special guest today. And, you know, you've thought about ordinary things like microwaving. We're going to show you how to microwave in a different way today. It's mistake-proof. And for all of you out there that just typically press start, you don't have to do that anymore. This is a microwave that talks to you, that actually is interactive, just like computers on the market today. The Sharp microwave with ESP. That's right. Even the microwaves can have ESP now. K5361, $199. It's new, and we've got a $20 rebate valid through January 3rd. All right. Well, you know, when you think about microwaving, you think, oh, it's easy. You just press a button and turn it on. It's not that easy, okay? It really isn't. I mean, a lot of times you overcook your food, and a lot of times there's so many features on a microwave you just don't take advantage of. We're going to show you how to do that right now, but not with a typical microwave. This is a microwave with ESP, and Patty Smith is joining us. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Rhonda.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Now, when you said a microwave, I thought, oh boy, another product. But this really is mistake-proof and unique.
It's absolutely incredible. This microwave, Rhonda, is right out of the Jetsons. Remember when Jane Jetson used to touch a button and the whole meal was perfect?
Right.
Same thing here. ESP sensor cook technology takes the guesswork out of cooking. The microwave actually determines the vapor emitted from the food to figure out perfect amount of cooking time or reheating time. It wouldn't matter if I had 4 of these or 5 of these or this big acorn squash, or I was reheating last night's leftover lasagna or a cup of soup or a bowl of chili.
It feels what's going on, and it determines how long it takes.
Exactly. If I were, what do people use a microwave for like 80% of the time?
Popcorn,
well,
reheating a meal.
Reheating, because that's hundreds and hundreds of foods. So you have this reheat sensor reheat right here. If I were going to reheat anything, I just throw it in, touch the sensor reheat. It automatically just says sensor reheat, sensor reheat. It automatically heats it perfect, and then it will stop.
Okay, now we're going to get a close-up of this, because this is really what it's all about. The fact that this microwave will tell you, put a piece of saran wrap on top. This will tell you, it's determining.
Exactly. I can touch the help key. It says cover with vented wrap. But what we're going to do, let's go ahead and put our shrimp in, and then we can see closer what's going to happen.
Well, shrimp is so hard to do typically, and you think it's done, and it's always overdone.
Right. You cook it till it looks done. You take it out. By the time it's to the table, it's tough and rubbery. And it wouldn't matter if I had a ½ pound, a ¼ pound, 2 pounds. It doesn't matter. I don't have to guess. I don't have to look in the book. All I do is put my shrimp in, because this is going to cook it so perfectly that when it's done, it'll say stand and cover, and the heat left in the shrimp.
All right. Now, while we have this, so we just want to show everyone how large it is inside.
1.2 cubic feet.
Right, and the fact that this rotates. But look at here. This is really what helps your children. And we've got a close-up of this now, so we want everyone to see that when you go to program, you pick a number that coincides with the type of food, and that's how you know. And that's how it talks back to you.
Exactly. Like, for instance, Rhonda, I'm going to touch sensor cook right here. This microwave, the interactive technology, is really your personal tour guide, because it walks you through the cooking process step by step, and it tells you exactly.
Just like an ATM machine.
I call this an ACM, an automatic cooking machine, because the ATM asks you questions, you give it the answers, and it spits out the cash. Well, this cooks your food perfect. There's no guesswork. And you know, those old microwaves were like 650 watts, the ones that are dying now. This is 1,000 watts, and you say, oh my gosh, the first thing, I'm going to be overcooking my food. But because of the sensor cook, and because it's foolproof and no guesswork, I just touch sensor cook. It says select food number, and it says even see label.
Okay.
Okay, so right here, fish and seafood is the number 7, so I'll tell it number 7, and it says fish. And it says press start. And then it also has a help light, so I can, if I want, go to the custom help key.
All right, here's the little tiny help light. So it's saying, basically, when that help light key is on, it's saying press help, and it'll help you along in the process.
You can override it, but for children or people who are learning to cook in a microwave or wanting to cook better, just to see that they need any extra instructions, it says cover with vented wrap, and then it also will say weight range, a 1/4 pound to 2 pounds. And if this were something like a roller muffin, it would say wrap in a paper towel, or now it's telling me to press start. So let's just press start. It's going to flash the word fish while it is sensing the vapor and starting to cook the seafood, and then it'll automatically start counting down once it figures out the remainder of the time.
So even if you put in a bag of popcorn, or even whatever it might be, a baked potato, whether you've got 1 or 20, you just write potato. You don't pick the time.
Big or little potatoes, new potatoes, sweet potatoes, 2, 6,
Big potato, little potato.
2 potatoes, 4 potatoes, 6 potatoes. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. It's just totally foolproof. Now, one other thing, in case somebody says, well, I don't really know that I need that all the time, you don't always have to use the reheat sensor or the sensor cook. You could, if you just want to run in and throw something in for 3.5 minutes on medium, or 2 minutes on high, like you would in any microwave, you certainly have those capabilities. And if you don't speak English, this microwave can be programmed for French or Spanish.
Well, that's important, because a lot of people, one, are teaching their children different languages, and two, a lot of people have nannies working for them, and they have a difficult time with a microwave. So this speaks Spanish. It tells you what to press, how to do it, if it needs to ran wrap, and again, you don't have to program the time. It does it all for you.
Right, and it also has the ability to turn the beeps on and off, and it has the ability to lock the panel if you don't want children using it. It's unbelievable. Sharp is the leader in the microwave business, and we are the pioneers of the most technologically advanced, innovative new features. And not only do we have the sensor cook and we have the interactive technology, but this microwave just won an award. This is the 1996 Innovations Design and Engineering Award that was presented at the Consumer Electronics Show this month in Las Vegas.
And let's just tell everybody why, because I want to take this away and just look at the panel here, okay? It's nice and
soft
flat.
Touch.
It's soft touch. It's
high
not going to get dirty.
Very high tech, very clean, very unintimidating. There's not a lot of words. It reminds you of the remote control. You know, everybody, especially the men, have a good feel for that. It's beautiful styling. It's so beautiful. We chose this microwave for the front of our
look at
book.
that.
These shrimp, as you could see, it was saying stand and cover once it was done. The shrimp are absolutely perfectly cooked. You saw them go from their gray color, and now they're the beautiful.
And the steam is coming out. They're not overcooked.
They're perfect. We'll throw this little cocktail sauce in there. I'm sure everybody's going to want a little treat after the...
Now the thing is, it did say, the microwave itself spelled out the words stand and cover, so you're not going to overcook it. It tells you exactly what to do. Let's talk for just a moment about this $20 rebate. Really, at $1.99 you're getting a tremendous value, but when you think about the fact that you're actually getting $20 back if you buy it before the 31st, it's even a better value.
This is unbelievable, because first of all, for a 1,000-watt microwave, and you go out and just price a basic touch microwave, but then you add the sensor technology, the interactive technology, then on top of that you have the high-tech tactile styling, but the $20 rebate is only till January 31st. It's a check back from Sharp.
All right, let's show everybody what we put in here. A whole plate of food.
The whole plate of food. If I were going to reheat that, I would just touch, of course, the the reheat sensor right here. It would heat it to perfection and stop, and it wouldn't matter what was on there. It wouldn't matter if I had a plate of lasagna or a cup of soup or a bowl of chili. It just doesn't matter. If I put the popcorn in, it just flashes the word popcorn, whether it's a big bag, a single bag, a light bag.
So again, you don't need to put the minutes. You don't have to think about the minutes. The ESP sensor feels the vapor and determines itself when the food is done according to the moisture within the microwave.
You know, sensor technology is everywhere. We see it in dryers, and we see it in the light sensors on video cameras, and you see it even in motion sensors, and even in the bathrooms at the airport. The toilet automatically senses when to flush
or the hand at the sink.
Exactly, and that's the way the sensor, it's artificial intelligence which simulates human thinking, and that's the way technology is going. But then on top of that, we have so many other features: the defrost, the CompuDefrost, the CompuCook. If I'm, for instance, touching CompuDefrost, it says repeat to select food.
We're looking up here again. It's saying select food. You just pick the number, and the way
I touch this. Now for the defrost, it says ground meat, steaks, chicken pieces, and now it's saying enter weight, so I put in 1.2 pounds of chicken pieces, and then it might say press start, and of course it would automatically come on for the perfect amount of time, and for defrosting it would stop in between and it would tell you when to pull apart or rearrange or cover the edge, or
it speaks to you.
right, or pull apart and remove, and so forth.
Okay, now this is new. It's from Sharp. It's a microwave with ESP sensor. $20 rebate, only valid through January 31st. K5361. I know there are a lot of people on the line. Just keep watching. We're going to move along here and talk about another microwave, but this is by Sharp. It is new, and we have limited quantities, so you want to make sure that you call 30-day money-back guarantee. So not only are you getting the money back, but you are also getting a 30-day trial period. Now we have a phone call actually.
Oh, good.
Hi,
Great.
how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning. This is Noble in Indianapolis.
Hi, Noble.
Hi, Noble.
Well, I Sharp products I always like. I'm in the video business, and I like anything electronic, and so I've already got a Sharp microwave oven, but I bought this one because it's an upgraded model. Even though my old model also had that ESP sensor, I think this is probably a modern version, better version of it.
Yes, sir, it is.
And I've had mine a number of years, never had anything wrong with it. Sharp makes good equipment, I think.
Fantastic.
So it was a good time to go about. How do you go about getting the rebate? I haven't heard of anything about that.
Good question. When you get your invoice, I guess, in the mail, you will also get...
We can talk about it, but we can't show this on the air.
Oh, okay.
Actually. Yeah. You'll get with it a ticket, and all you do is send it back. It's a coupon you send back to Sharp, and they send you a $20
Right, you'll
check.
need a copy of your receipt and the UPC code off of the box and your registration card filled out, and you send it in, and we send you the check. That is, as long as the purchase date is before the 31st, it doesn't. You have a month or so to send it in.
That's not from the. Is that from the time you receive it, or the time, like the day when I ordered it?
It's from the time you order it.
When you order it, that's the date that goes on your receipt.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
Good. Well, thank you very much. You're going to absolutely love the interactive technology, and the sensor has been expanded.
If it went for a microwave, I'd starve to death.
Oh, I think a lot of people would.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for calling, Noble.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is the Sharp microwave with ESP sensor K5361. Remember that $20 rebate valid through January 31st only. Now we're going to move along because people like me need little microwaves because we have little space.
Exactly.
We've got for you the Sharp half-pint microwave oven K5360. It is $99.90. Perfect for a kitchen with not a lot of counter space. It just takes up 13 inches. Also excellent to give as a gift for anyone going off to college. A wonderful thing to have in your office, a vacation home. A lot of people have purchases just to put in their family room. If you know anyone with an RV or a boat, you want to take up a small amount of space, this is the answer. It's the half pint. Now, besides all that, it's got some features on it. We're going to tell you about the Auto Cook, the Minute Plus, the lighted digital display. You've got an interior oven light, all of that for $99.90. Now, this has been very popular with Q2 viewers, and if you look at it, the sizing is amazing.
This is, you know, this is the perfect microwave oven for so many things. If you were to talk to homemakers across the country and ask them, what is the one thing you want in your kitchen more than anything else?
Space.
Exactly, space, and especially with your viewers in so many metropolitan areas, space is at an essence. And if you go out shopping compact microwave ovens today, almost all of the 0.6, 0.7s, whatever, are anywhere from about 19 to 20 inches. That's 20. I mean, that's 19.
All right, we're going to hold that for the camera there. That's
right there. That is 19 inches, and this one is saving a full 6 inches. And the difference is because the control panel is on the top, but also those same ones that are 19 and 20 inches, if you look at the inside, most all of them have a 10 3/4 inch turntable, the exact same size that this oven has. That's 10 3/4 inch, and that's the perfect size for, say, a 10-inch dinner plate. Fits perfectly in there, no problem.
Look at that. Now,
Room
this
to
is just
turn.
13 inches of counter space, and yet you've got all the same size on the inside, and of course, it's going to fit that dinner plate. Let's try even lasagna.
Yeah, or maybe the 2-quart casserole dish. You know, it's perfect for singles, but also if you've got couples, or even if you were entertaining, you can fit the larger dish in. This microwave, whether it's singles, couples, people on limited budgets, the den, or the dormitory, or the office, or I know people that put it in the nursery to put the baby bottles in the middle of the night.
That's
or
an excellent
maybe
idea.
it's in the wet bar. Or, you know, a lot of people today have 2 microwaves. I have 3 microwaves. My parents are in, they travel a lot, they go in motels a lot. They BYOM, bring their own microwave, and you know, whether it's the coffee in the morning or heating up the Chinese carry-out or whatever it is. This is the perfect microwave oven, and the price is unbelievable, but also the convenience. You know, usually when you buy those $99 compact microwaves, you're looking at a dial control. And if you've ever tried to set 15 seconds on a dial, you know it's not that easy. These one-touch convenience features on a smooth, easy-to-clean panel. If you just want a minute, you just touch our Minute Plus once. It not only programs the minute, it turns it on. If I wanted 2 minutes, I could just touch it 2 times, or if I wanted to add on a couple of minutes, absolutely no problem. Also, if you want, say, just 5 minutes, or maybe you want a minute, or 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, or maybe the 15 seconds. So try to set 15 seconds.
Now, we have to do this again because this is amazing. When you go to look at this and you're thinking about just 15 seconds, all you do is press that once.
And touch it twice, it's 30, and 3 times it's 45. But you know, try to set 15 seconds on a dial. You're not going to do it. And for a roll or a Danish.
Now,
or
if you wanted to add a minute, all you do is touch here, and there it goes along. Now, let's talk about the auto cook for a moment, because all you do is you pick one of these items with the auto cook, and again, you're telling the microwave what's inside. Okay.
Very commonly microwave foods, things like a frozen entree, or maybe a casserole, or a baked potato, or pizza, or coffee, or tea, or muffin. If I wanted a baked potato, I would just touch to the A3, which is A3, and then automatically, you don't even have to touch start. The oven is pre-programmed. Here again, you can use just time yourself. It's more than just, so many of the little compacts are just 1 power level. I tell them 2, on and off.
Right.
But this one actually has defrost settings. So let's say I wanted 5 minutes on defrost. It does have another power level on it. So you have your high and your defrost. Very, very nice, large numbers, well lit. So if
this is good for a kid too to touch, because it's very clear, and you just, of course, pick one of these items here. And if a child's making a baked potato, or if you have a frozen entree, you know, a lot of elderly people live alone, and they need a microwave that's uncomplicated, and that, because of the living conditions, takes up just this 13 inches of counter space. And whether this will also save money for heating on the stove. Obviously, you don't have to have a coffee pot if you just make some hot tea, hot coffee, hot cocoa, hot soup.
The cabin, the vacation home, all the places where you're, you know, having to rough it. This is not roughing it anymore. It's so small, you throw it in the car. If you're thinking about a gift, a wedding gift, or Mother's Day, or maybe some sort of a birthday, anniversary, anything, everybody can always use another microwave.
And I'm so happy you mentioned the thing about a baby nursery, because when you know, so often you have to go way far away downstairs to the kitchen, then take the bottle all the way back up to the nursery. This is ideal to have, or in a family room, in a den situation. A lot of people just like to lie in bed and have popcorn and warm up your coffee or tea. You can have this in any other room of the house. So you really can think about 2 microwaves, and this would be your second one.
Well, I have 3 in my kitchen, because so often you have maybe the shrimp or the seafood or the chicken or the turkey breast in the microwave, or the vegetables, and you want potatoes in another one.
Exactly.
It's just great because it's so small.
And this is an incredible price. Of course, it is brought to us by Sharp, which is a name that you know and that you can trust.
Sure.
And we've had 2 items here this morning. A lot of you interested. That's great. We're going to give you both item numbers before we say goodbye to Patty, so that you can write those numbers down again. First of all, we had the 1.2 cubic feet of microwave space with the ESP sensor. This has the $20 rebate, and this is K5361, $199. And then we also showed you the little half pint. The half pint is only $99.90, and it is K5360, just 13 inches of counter space, ultra compact and yet comfortable enough to hold a standard dinner plate or the casserole plate as you saw just there. This is excellent. Thank you so much, Patty. Doesn't time fly? I told you.
Yes.
It's over like that.
It's fun.
Thank you very much.
Rhonda.
Pleasure having you. You keep calling. We've got more items coming up, but we're going to give you these item numbers one more time as you jot them down. 30-day money-back guarantee. Take advantage of the $20 rebate.
Thanks.
That was great.